Good morning, welcome back to the channel. So I haven't made a video in a while and I've been really busy with work, guys. So it's Saturday morning. I finally got some time to, give you guys an update what's going on, some new parts that are coming for the car, and new parts that are here for the car as well. So from the titles, you guys can see I do have some stuff in, and that is my drive shaft. So my drive shaft will be installed next week, and I'm also going to throw the car back on the dyno at AMS to also see what the difference was from the first time that I got tuned to now with the intakes. And of course the drive shaft should free up some drivetrain loss as well. So I'm hoping that by next Friday mid-afternoon I'll have an update on that. I'll be posting a video on that trip as well. But I'm pretty excited. I have a track event coming up here in about a month in Maryland. A lot of the Q50, Q60 community folks are meeting up and having a test and tune grudge match, if you call it. We're just gonna meet up in Maryland, Cecil County Dragway, by the way. I got details on that. Message me if you need some more details on it. And we will be racing. We'll just be, hanging out, sharing our builds, having a good time, and racing these cars just to see where we're at. The temperature should be in the mid-50s, mid-40s or whatnot. So I'm expecting personally to run 11.6. That's my goal for that day. Doesn't matter where in the 11.6s I am, as long as it's in 11.6. I know some folks that are going there, gonna be on full 85, upgraded turbo setup. So with that being said, I am definitely going to be one of the slowest people there, but I am looking forward to seeing everyone else's build and what everyone does, so it should be a really good time. It is a pretty bright morning today. I think I can get some stuff done on the car. I'm going to be removing the 3H sensors off my airbag system. Personally, I don't think I am using them to the full potential, mainly because I never really have enough people in the car to use them. I think the 3H was better suited for my Q50. Anytime I have people in the car, the pressures and height would adjust. I would always get my right height no matter what. But in this car, I'm usually either driving alone or just my wife. So I really don't think I needed that much. I mean, I don't see much of a difference. So I'm gonna take off the 3H sensors. I'll possibly just gonna sell them off. I don't really have a need for them. And gonna check on that. We're gonna add some carbon fiber mirror covers today that I got from Pablo Esco Parts. By the way, shout out to Puna Patel. He hooked it up. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what the drive shaft looks like. I have it at the house now. It's finally arrived. But in the meantime, I gotta make some quick errands this morning, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back, and here we are with the first part of this video. I suppose we're gonna be changing these mirrors to carbon fiber. So let's see the difference between the two. And that's what we're looking at. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these off and switch them over to the carbon fiber ones. Personally, what I like to use is this little tool right here. It's like a plastic panel puller, and I just started the corners here, and it works pretty well. Oops. Slide it all the way through, and they come off. No scratches or anything. I'm just going to take one of the carbon fiber ones and pop it in place. I believe this is this side. Yes, it is. So let's go ahead and pop it in. I usually start in this corner. Oh boy, maybe yeah, got them backwards. Make sure the corner is in. There it goes. Locked in place. Taking a closer look at the mirrors, you guys can see that it looks pretty good with the sequential lights that I have and the carbon fiber to match the spoiler in the trunk. Here's a pattern of the spoiler that I got from the factory. So I'm trying to match this as close as possible from the carbon fiber that I just added on the side mirrors. Let's go ahead and put the second cover back on. Just like that. You can start pushing in. And it's in all the way. We have just finished putting in the other side and it looks pretty damn good. I am pretty pleased with that. I think in the future I'm going to be adding some more carbon to the car in terms of accents. Maybe I'll get the, I don't know if I'll wrap those, or maybe I'll just get the actual covers for those and do some touch work here and there. But I think those look phenomenal. Couldn't be happier. So Punit, thanks again. I don't think I've ever showed these sequentials on the channel before, but this is what they look like when the car is turning, or the turning indicator is on. They have an LED here at the end. They also have an LED. This turns into like a DRL at nighttime if you wire it that way. But the way I have it set up is just off. I only got like the turning indicator. And they also have an LED underneath it. Let's see if I can focus on it. Right there. Somewhat focus on it. There it is. You can set that up when you open your doors and whatnot. Personally, I have it turned off, so I just have the lighting sequential. And here it is, guys, the AMS aluminum drive shaft created by Driveshaft Shop. So this is an aluminum one-piece design compared to the factory two-piece. So this is what we're going to be installing next Friday. There is another option you can get as a carbon fiber one, but obviously that's a little bit lighter than this one. So I guess that's the only real difference between the two variants: weight, torque ratings, and whatnot. So I went with the aluminum version. I didn't see a need for anything lighter than that for my budget anyway. So I'll be keeping this one and installing it next Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and answer this question now because I know I'm going to get it in the comments later anyways. What is the difference between a one-piece design and the factory two-piece design? So it's pretty much, I'm going to be able to have less drivetrain loss since there's less components the drivetrain has to go through to transfer the power. So that should equal to a couple of things. Personally, me, I like to go to the track. So at the track, that's going to give me a better 60 foot when I get out of the launch, and it's also going to be able to give me a harder acceleration. So with the less drivetrain loss, I'm also able to put down some more of the power that's coming down from the crank down to the wheels. So in a way, I guess it is more horsepower, but it's really just freeing up horsepower by offering a one design the power can flow through, as opposed to a two-piece, which not only does it offer another point for weakness in terms of reliability and drivability, but it also it's more components the drivetrain has to go through, so therefore you can lose some of that horsepower. As you guys know, I am bagged on air suspension, so I'm going to be taking the 3/8 sensors off today of each of these corners, just because I really don't have a need for them. I think the car is fine on the 3P management instead of having the 3/8 sensors. Sometimes honestly they react a little bit slow, and I really don't have that many people in the car to begin with, so I'm just going to be taking them off today, and I'm not sure what I'll do with them, but I think I'll recalibrate the car just on the pressure instead of pressure and height on my airlift system. Hopefully you guys can see that is the sensor for the 3/8 system on the airlift management. So I'm going to be taking that off today and pretty much just running the system based off pressure instead of height and pressure as well. Just realize these are wired all the way down to the back of the car to the manifold, which makes sense. So what I'm going to do is actually try to fix the problem instead of removing the system altogether. I've always had problems with the front left, so I'm going to try to make some adjustments here and then see what happens after the adjustments. I'll try to recalibrate the car and see if it picks the sensor back up, because right now it is definitely not reading.
Unidad.
Something pretty funny happened off camera. I left the light inside the wheel well while the car is calibrating. The entire weight of the car dropped on this thing and completely snapped it. I'm not sure if I've made any more damage to the car, but this flashlight's pretty much done. So the air system didn't calibrate on with the height sensor, so I just left it on 3P and recalibrated the car. That's my right height, barely any tire gap showing. So yeah, I think that's where I'll keep it at for now. Winter time's coming anyway, so I really am not really going to air it out in the winter, but I will be putting on my stock wheels that I got with the car. Now I'm just waiting for the engine to cool down to do some routine checks like my oil level check, and also since I last installed the coolant expansion tank, I want to make sure all the coolant levels are still good. But yeah, you guys check out that video if you guys bought one of these. This is a step-by-step on how to install it. I've gotten pretty good feedback on it, so if you guys buy this part from AMS or INFINITI directly, please make sure to watch the video, give it a like if you will. And I also have a video out for the AMS intakes. I've yet to do something with the blowout valves yet, so maybe that'll be coming here in the near future. So like I said, I'm just going to do some routine maintenance checks in the car right now that is cooling down, and then I'll get back to you shortly. So yesterday I finally reached 500 subscribers on the channel, and never would I thought that 500 people actually subscribed to the channel. Me just throwing some videos up on YouTube. So I'm very thankful for all of you guys that are, committed by subscribing, and I'll continue to watch my future videos. So with that said, if you guys could please go ahead and put a like on the video or hit the notification bell, so that way anytime that I post a video, you guys can see what I'm posting. So in the future, I'm going to be putting out more content here starting pretty soon. I think it's going to be pretty fun on my end, since I get to create all these videos for you guys, and also for anyone else who's just new to the platform, looking for information, or just plainly following somebody who enjoys the platform just as much as they do. So with that being said, this video is done. Next week, look out for me going back to AMS. I'm going to put the car in a dyno, get the drive shaft installed, and we'll see what kind of power the car is making. So till next time, guys.